Hey everyone, Mr. Sujano here. There's a brand new miniature arcade cabinet on the horizon, the Taito Egret 2. Let's get started. Alright, to kick things off, when I first heard about this, it took me a little bit off guard. I definitely wasn't expecting it. The Taito Egret 2 Mini is a real thing, and it's coming out next year. The Egret 2 Mini is not to be confused with the Astro City Mini. These are two completely different products. They perform the same function, but they're different. The official Taito YouTube channel released a video today, June 3rd, on this new Taito Egret 2 Mini. I am very excited about it. There are a lot of very interesting things in this video. I'll leave a link in the description below, and I do recommend checking it out. When I first took a look at this trailer, there were two things that immediately caught my eye, and I've slowed down the video to give you a better look. The first one here is the fact that the screen can change orientation, and this will set it up for a bunch of different games. The second thing here, I'm gonna have to rewind the video just a second, maybe a little bit more than that. Right there. Take a look. That is a MicroSD card slot. That's amazing. And based on their website, it looks like they're going to have some more goodies with it as well, and we'll get to those in a minute. So taking a look at the product information here, it says desktop game center, well, arcade unit, I guess. The product size width of 155 millimeters by 200 millimeters and a height of 209 millimeters. This is coming in a little bit bigger than the Astro City Mini. As for the price, it's coming in at 18,678 yen, which is about 170 USD. So this is also going to be a little bit more expensive than the Astro City Mini. Taking a look, it will be released March 2nd, 2022, so not this year. And on top of that, if we take a look at the included items here, so it includes the main unit, USB cable for power supply, HDMI cable, instruction panel, and instruction manual. Unfortunately, like most products out there nowadays, it doesn't come with a USB power supply. I would have liked a power supply instead of an HDMI cable, but that's just me. It also looks like they're going to be offering up a couple different packages here. One has 3 controllers and the other one just has 1. So let's look at the cheaper package first. The package with just the 1 controller is obviously the cheaper of the two. It comes in at 32,978 yen, which is close to $300 American. Not very cheap. If we scroll down here, it includes the Egret 2, includes the controller with the trackball and the paddle, includes instruction card mini for 50 titles, and includes a 3 to 4 CD soundtrack. The more expensive of the two packages is coming in at 49,478 yen, which is around $450 American. We can see that this package includes the Taito Egret 2, the trackball and paddle controller, a fight stick controller, as well as just a gamepad. On top of that, it comes with the instruction card for 50 titles, as well as the 3 to 4 CD soundtrack, and also a strategy guide for all 50 titles. So this is something I wanted to point out because I missed this in the previous description, but there's an SD card with 10 titles included. So buying one of these packages unlocks 10 extra games. So from my understanding so far, the base unit is going to have 40 games on it. And then if you buy one of those expansion sets with the controllers, you get a microSD card with an extra 10 games. Those 40 games, well, we don't have a full list yet, but we have a sneak peek. We can see games like Space Invaders, Bubble Bobble, and Violence Fight. One game in particular that I'm really looking forward to is Kaiser Knuckle. Overall, based on this list so far, there's only 15 of the 40 titles listed. The lineup doesn't look too bad at all. I'm hoping they get a few more blockbusters here, or at least a few more games that you don't normally see. Let me know in the comments below what you think about these 15 games. As for the 10 extra games on the MicroSD card, they've shown us 6 of them here. Let me know in the comments below if any of these interest you. As for the form factor of the Egret 2 Mini, well, here's it side by side with the Astro City Mini. You can see it's very similar, yet there are some minor differences. So they both have 6 buttons and a joystick, both have speakers on the top, and they do both feature similar but different screens. I mean, first and foremost, that Egret 2 screen does pop out and twist. And it also looks like the game image fits that screen a little bit better. Now, I don't know if this image is stretched or if it's just superimposed on there. I have no idea how it's going to look in real life. But based on this image, it does look a little bit better than the Astro City Mini. As for the game card on the top, I think this is a nice little touch. I don't think it's really necessary, especially if you're planning on changing it every time you want to play a different game. But at the same time, for display purposes, I think it looks really nice. And I also really like this microSD card slot. This might open up the door for a lot of modding. I mean, on one hand here, I don't want to go out and say, hey, this is going to be very easily hacked. You'll be able to throw whatever games you want on it. But on the other hand, they are selling you a microSD card with 10 ROMs on it that you'll be able to load up into this machine. So it doesn't seem too far-fetched that you'll be able to hack this at some point in time. I mean, it seems really realistic at this point. I don't know what emulator this is using behind the scenes. I don't know what kind of programming it has, but I'm willing to bet that at some point this will be hacked. Now, aside from all of that, this is already up on Amazon Japan for pre-order. There's no word yet on whether or not this is going to make its way overseas, so I'm just going to drop this link in the description below and feel free to browse. You can see the Egret 2 standalone, you can see the controllers as standalone pre-orders, and you can see the packages listed here. All of these have a release date of March 2nd, 2022. There's no word yet on production numbers, no word yet on exclusivity here. And there is still no word on the full games list, and that's one thing I'm a little bit worried about. I mean, on one hand here, if this is easily hackable, then the games list really isn't a big deal, and I'm a big fan of Kaiser Knuckle. But on the other hand here, this is not a cheap purchase. For the base model alone, the cost plus shipping is closing in on $200, and I have no idea what the import tax would be on it, if any. I mean, I'm in Canada here and I'm probably gonna get slapped with something. Overall, I think this is a really cool and interesting product, and I love how the screen changes. I'm still kind of on the fence as to whether or not I'm going to order one for the channel. And I mean, I really like Kaiser Knuckle, so we'll see. Anyways, that is all I've got for today. Let me know your thoughts on the Egret 2 Mini in the comments below. If you like this video, leave a like. If you didn't like this video, leave a like. Hit that subscribe button, check out my other videos. Thank you everyone, take care.